Hey, what's up? This is your Gold Diamond. And I was in the bed thinking and I decided to do a video. I think I'm ready to talk about my relationship now. So here we go. I am transitioning out of a 5-year relationship with a down low guy. The whole haircut thing was about my relationship. Cutting my hair. A lot of times when we're in relationships, we do things because of men. Like, we want to, we stick with certain styles because we know that's what they like. We wear certain clothes because we know that's what they like. So when we're in a relationship with them, everything about us is because this is what they like. We kind of try to cater to them. And, even though, of course we stay true to ourselves in some instances, but, a lot of us changes and we adjust to them. And he likes long hair. And I like long hair too, but I wanted to transition way earlier than now to natural hair. And so me cutting my hair was almost like symbolic in the sense of cutting him off, because I know that he doesn't like short hair. So me cutting my hair, that would have been a negative to him, some big old argument that we would have. So it was it was cutting the umbilical cord from him. The reason why I stayed in a relationship so long with him, dealing with the down low shit and all of that kind of crazy stuff, is because he gave me stability financially. Anytime I needed something monetary, he was there. And if you heard all my past videos about my personal life stuff, then you know that stability is the thing that I haven't been able to have. I've been in many states, many cities, moved around with my mom, and stability is something that hasn't been tangible in my life. So he gave me that. I was able to move to Houston to be closer to him, and I was, I was stable in where I lived, and I never had that stability. So anytime I was ready to leave him, something that happened, a car breakdown, I'll lose my job, I'll, just a lot of stuff where I needed money, and so I had to stick with him because I needed it, and of course it was love. It wasn't just like, he just gave me money, but it was love as far as like me, I'm having an emotional attachment with him. But I equated him doing those things for me with love, even though, you know what I'm saying, because nobody else was doing it. Nobody else in my life was supporting me like that, in my corner. Of course I support myself, but when I needed somebody, when I, everybody has their downtimes. When I needed somebody, it was him. So I am scared to death about going back into being single and dating, because I haven't given up on love, but it's like you have to deal with the chasers, you have to deal with the guys who are players. You got to relearn somebody else, what they like, what they don't like, how to please them. You have to relearn somebody, that is scary. Getting out in the getting out in the market of dating, and they are you got to worry about who's been around the world, who's, am I getting a dope fiend, somebody with an addiction? Am I getting somebody that doesn't have ambition? And then, I'm getting older. You feel what I'm saying? When you're young, you think, oh, I got all the time in the world. But when you get around that 30 age, especially as a trans, when you see regular women, they're having babies, getting married, and, of course you're not trying to have a baby because you can't. But you people start reminding you. Guys start asking, how many kids you got? And you're like, I don't have any. You don't have any? And it starts to be in your mind, like, wow, like, where am I going from here? Is my clock ticking? You know what I'm saying? Not ticking as in like, do I want to have some kids? But is my clock ticking? Are my choices and options of men and caliber of men, getting more limited? I am scared to death of that. And it's like I'm getting isolated, and I don't want to become just me and my dog. But, some old maid with 1,000 cats. I don't want to be that, but I don't want to be with no bullshit either. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to be in another stupid ass relationship. And I feel like, like maybe a woman who's been through a divorce and now she has to get back in the market and she got kids, or it's like, I've been dealing with this man for so long, and 5 years isn't a long time, but it's a You know, it's a big chunk of your life. But it's like, you know, God, now what do I do? Now I have to re-date and re-find a guy. It's scary. Well, this is your girl Diamond. Tell me what you guys think. Advice. Tell me what you've been through. Video response. Rate, comment, subscribe.